Imagine finding a sword from 1,000 years ago that shouldn't exist. Not because it's rare, but because it's too advanced. During the Viking Age, most weapons were crude, iron blades, impure metal. They bent easily, broke under pressure. But then, something strange appeared. Swords marked with a name, Ulfberht. At first, they looked normal, but when historians examined them, they found something impossible. The metal was incredibly pure, almost no slag, high carbon content, closer to modern steel than anything from medieval Europe. To put that into perspective, this is like finding a smartphone in the year 900. So the question is, how did Vikings get this technology? Some believe Ulfberht wasn't a person, but a brand, a mark of quality, forged by a small group of master smiths, possibly linked to monasteries along the Rhine. But that only deepens the mystery, because to create this kind of steel, you need temperatures over 1,500 degrees Celsius. Furnaces in Europe at the time couldn't reach that. So where did it come from? One theory points east, far beyond Europe, to the Islamic world, where advanced steelmaking was already mastered. But how would that reach the Vikings? Through a vast network of rivers and trade routes, including the Volga trade route, a route that connected the Viking world to the rich markets of the east. Flowing along the Volga River, this route acted like a bridge, linking Scandinavia to places as far as Persia and the Abbasid Caliphate. Vikings didn't just sail west, they traveled deep inland, trading furs, silver, and possibly something far more valuable: knowledge. If Ulfberht blades used imported crucible steel, then these swords weren't just forged in fire, they were forged through connection, across continents. Another theory is even stranger, that this knowledge existed in Europe and was later lost, a technology forgotten by time. But here's where it gets even more interesting. Not all Ulfberht swords were equal. Some were high-quality masterpieces, others were cheap imitations, fake versions made by copying the name. Even in the Viking Age, counterfeits existed. Think about that. 1,000 years ago, people were already chasing brands, trying to own something rare, something powerful, just like today. The real Ulfberht swords weren't just weapons, they were symbols of power, of status, of technology far ahead of its time. And even now, we don't fully understand how they were made. So the next time you think of Vikings, don't just picture warriors. Picture traders, engineers, and keepers of secrets we're still trying to uncover. If you want more real stories like this, from history that feels almost impossible, stay with this channel, because some of the past is still ahead of us.